So unless you're using web deploy and running code-first migrations as part of your deployment, you have to deploy your database manually. In Package Manager console, we can type update database and then provide a switch script. With this, instead of updating our database, we'll get a SQL script that includes all migrations in our application. So this is useful when you want to deploy your database for the first time. But after that, you don't want to run all these migrations again. In that case, you can provide another switch, source migration, and here specify the name of the migration class. For example, imagine we have run all these migrations from the beginning up to here. So in the new version, we want to deploy from seed users to the last migration. Then here, we add seed users. Now look, here's a SQL script that we can hand off to a DBA or manually import into a custom database deployment tool. Once again, I want to emphasize the beauty of the code-first workflow. These migrations we have here include both our schema and data changes. So if as part of deploying a new version, we have to add new reference data or modify or delete some of the existing reference data, they're all included in our migrations. If you don't use code first, you have to manage all these scripts manually. And from experience, I'm telling you, this is very time consuming. And actually, it's a waste of your time because of the technologies we have available these days. So don't go back to the old way of doing things. Now, how do we know what migrations we have run on a given database? It's pretty easy. In our database, we have this table, underlined migration history. View data. Let's expand this column, migration ID. So you can see the last migration run on this database is add number available to movie. So imagine all your databases, development, testing, staging, production, they all have a proper version history. You know exactly what version a given database is at and what you need to do to bring it up to the latest version. So that's all about migrating database. Next, I'm going to talk about build configurations.